If I was the French president, I'd totally get what happened.
Okay,
Do you
listen.
understand what happened?
Emmanuel Macron is a G, and if some older lady was putting the moves on me
Let's
when I
say
was
it.
like 15, 16, dude, I'd marry her ass too. Are you kidding me?
This is what happened. So this woman had a husband and 3 kids, and she was a drama teacher at Merit or whatever the fuck the president's name is. It's high school. He's 15, and they end up having sex. Fun fact: he was younger than 2 of the kids she had.
That's crazy.
And to be honest, dude, I'm sure she was a fucking smoke show though.
Oh my God, dude,
Dude, of
yeah.
course. But anyway, when like he was running for president, when they asked him about it, his response was, "Oh, she was a drama teacher, so she wasn't really my teacher."
She just like pretended to
She
do
just
work up on
pretended.
stage. Dude, and he was I mean, come on. Is there anything more cool than banging one of your teachers in fucking high school?
Dude, I would
That's
love.
awesome, dude. And everyone wants to condemn him for that. Bro's a fucking living legend.
The
Not
French
only
do not give a
did he
fuck.
fuck a teacher when he was 15, he also became the fucking president.
You want to know a fun story?
Yeah.
This teacher seduced one of her students to kill her husband.
Really?
Yeah, dude. She was like, if you kill him, I'll marry you. She was banging this kid.
That's oh my God, dude. I
They're
wish
both in
I was
prison.
raped by a teacher when
They're
I was in
both
high
in
school.
prison because he did murder him.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. When an older lady is throwing you fucking pussy and she's like, kill my husband and you can just have this forever. Oh my God. Yes. What the fuck? Thank God our producer isn't here. We'd never be able to get a gem like that out. But are you fucking kidding me, bro? I would go to,
Shut up.
I would go to Russia and go to that venue and shoot everyone up for some fucking.
Fucking hell. Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise, man, that was intense.
Chill out. We didn't say that, by the way.
Welcome back, y'all.
That's a good time to add the title.
Welcome to the fucking program.
Fucking hell, dude.
I mean, you're telling me, dude.
Do you think people get raped in hell?
I don't think hell is real.
Let's say it is.
If think hell
Let's
is
not
real,
get it theoretical and all spiritual and me arguing with you about that shit. Oh, let's not talk about that. I have a better idea. So you know the or like the Indian god with the elephant head?
yeah,
So that was like I don't know the names because I don't speak Hindi, but
sure.
there are these
Respect.
2 powerful gods. One of them, they're married. One of them was a woman, one of them was a guy. The woman was like alone or something, so she made a clay boy. And then her husband came home and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he cut its head off. And then the wife was like, "Fuck you! You got
I
to
spent
fix
all
him."
day making that.
So then then the other god had gone, cut off an elephant's head and put it on its body, and they worship him.
That's fucked up. And Indians worship this.
Yes, it's one of their gods.
When you really dig into like the
Wait,
Indian
wait.
religion, it's fucking crazy.
That's not even the most fucked up god.
Lay down me.
The most fucked up god is this guy. He slept with a wizard's wife, a wizard on his wife. So the wizard put vaginas all over his body, like 1,000 or 100 vaginas all over his body. I do know this one's name because I thought that was fucking crazy. His name's Indra, and then Indra lived with vaginas all over his body for 1,000 years. So the sorcerer said, "You love vaginas so much, I'm gonna put them everywhere."
Oh my God.
And Indra was like a player in the realm of Hindi.
And he lived in India, so you know
He's
he
a thunder
stank
god,
like
dude.
hot pussy for
He's a
1,000
thunder
years.
god, so he smelled pussy for 1,000
He
years.
smelled like disgusting
And then
hot pussy for
finally-
1,000 years.
Finally, he convinced one of the big gods. Actually, it might have been the elephant god. To like fix him, and the elephant god was like, "Well, you kind of deserved it. You fucked his wife, but I will fix you now." And he made him eyeballs.
Turned him into fucking eyeballs. What the fuck? How is that any better? I guess he doesn't smell like hot pussy, but can he see out of those?
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean, he
so
can't
he's
get
just turning-
penetrated anymore.
Well, that's true. Now but now he's just like the ultimate surveillance.
Yeah, and he's a thunder god. He can snipe people.
Yeah, now they just made him like a fucking war
Tank.
machine.
Yeah, they're like, you used to get fucked by everyone.
Dude, if I had superpowers like that, like if I could fly, I was indestructible, super strength, and I could throw
Thunder,
firebolts, dude,
all that
I
shit.
would.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what the actual fuck are you gonna do to me? Oh, you brought a tank out?
Like, I wouldn't
Goodbye.
like go around to like fight crime, but if crime happened in front of me, I'd be like, all right, I'll intervene.
Just electrify people?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I
That's-
just
if I could
snap and it just electrocute him to death.
I would electrocute people if I could control the voltage. I could do from like a low stun taser to like full on like I'm gonna fucking melt your pacemaker in your chest.
What Caleb would do is he'd think it'd be funny just to zap their nipples. Caleb's a big nipple guy. He'd just go.
No, I hate. Now you're making me cover mine. I hate that, dude. It bothers me so goddamn much.
Zip, zip.
You know, Mariah tortures me with that.
Yeah, I don't know why it bothers you so much.
I don't like having my fucking nipples. They're all fucking sensitive. I don't like having them touched, bro. I think that's a pretty normal thing. Any guy that likes having their nipples touched is gay. I'm gonna put it out there.
They're fruity.
Yeah, if you touch it. Do you know what scares
Fruity
me?
pebbles.
People always say that they didn't really get like experimental with sex until like their 30s. Dude, nowadays like guys in their 30s are having their assholes eaten now. What the fuck
Yeah,
is
that's
going on with
gross.
people? What the actual
I
fuck
remember,
is
I
happening?
remember on our football team one year, because we had to walk like half a mile to practice in 8th grade or 9th grade. And there's this one kid who was kind of slow. And someone was like, "Hey, dude, did you eat ass?" And he goes, "What?" He like didn't answer. And they asked him again. He goes, "Yeah, eat ass." And he got really excited about it. And I was just like, "What the fuck?
Why'd you get all pumped up about eating
Eating
ass,
ass,
dude?
dude? Why are you so excited to eat ass?" God, I love that.
You love eating
He's
ass?
no.
It's overhyped, I think.
You've had your asshole eaten?
No, not my asshole, but I've eaten
Oh
people's
my
asses.
god, dude, you eat ass?
No. Like I said, I've tried it. It's overhyped.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
You lick buttholes.
I did it a couple times. It's very quickly I'm stopped every single time, right in my tracks. They say, "No more, sir." No,
An
no.
ass eater.
I've tried it once or twice. Have you never?
Sir eats a lot. No, dude, I don't try to go in
You've
there.
never woken up in the middle of the night already having sex with your girlfriend, think I'm gonna lick her asshole a little bit, and then I'm gonna get kicked in the shoulder. That's never happened to you. I'm sure that's
What?
extremely relatable to people.
That's not relatable to fucking anyone. I guarantee
Yes,
it.
it is.
At nighttime, eat your girl's asshole?
No, 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 no. You wake up in the middle
Surprise,
of
I'm
it and
eating
you
your
go,
asshole?
I'm making the conscious choice to eat your ass, and then you get kicked in the shoulder. That's
Sounds
what's
about
up.
right.
Okay,
That's what I
I
would
want to
do.
bring something up real quick.
That's how I
Mike
would
Tyson
start eating
versus that
ass.
fucking Jake Paul
He's gonna
kid,
kill
okay?
if
When is that fight?
I don't know.
It may have already aired by the time that this podcast comes out, but I'm saying it right now. We're recording this on the 23rd of March at 1:05 p.m. If fucking
Both fully erect.
yeah, I've
Rock hard,
I'm
dude.
so hard.
I'm always rock hard.
I'm about to rip
recording.
my pants. If Mike Tyson loses this fucking match, dude, every single fight is rigged,
Yep.
and Jake Paul is a total pussy. If Mike Tyson does not beat him within a quarter inch of his life, every other fight has been
Have you
rigged.
ever seen the interview between Mike Tyson after a fight? He was like, how'd you know you were gonna win?" He goes, "Because he was crying like a bitch." They were like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, after that, the 7th round, whenever I hit him in the body, he was making bitch noises. Like, I knew I had his ass then. You're all like, "What the fuck?"
Holy shit!
And then they go,
it's like a tiger
and then
playing
they're
with
like,
his fucking meal before it
and they
kills
were
him.
like, "So you're saying he was crying?" And he goes, "Yeah, he was like a little bitch." Mike Tyson talked fight before the fight. I guarantee he did it during the fight, and he definitely did it after the fight.
Oh, he was hitting him. Be
Dude,
like, "You like this?
It's insane. He's
You
like
when
a
I touch you like this?"
he's honestly the closest thing to another species there is. The amount of, I think
Yeah.
he actually has like a significantly higher amount of testosterone than the average male. So I think like in reality he could actually beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
The
Still.
thing is okay. If Mike Tyson loses, every fight's been rigged, and what Jake Paul's doing is he's exploiting broke fighters. Oh, that's
Yep.
all he's doing.
Well, Mike Tyson's not broke.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All like other fighters are either like just money hungry, like Floyd,
Yeah.
or they're just broke and they have like famous names. So he's like, this pay-per-view will sell. But that's the only thing that's going on. If Mike Tyson does not
Destroy.
nearly kill Jake Paul in the ring, every fight is rigged and it's just a money grab. And this will be the last fucking fight that people actually pay for.
Yeah,
Who the
it's
fuck
free,
wants
dude.
to watch another? Oh, it's free?
It's on Netflix for free.
Really? I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, I am too.
When is it?
I don't know, but I want to watch the execution.
Yeah, I want to watch Mike Tyson beat
Here,
Jake
I'll
Paul
Google
to
it.
death.
I'll Google it. You talk about shit.
It's just crazy to me because it will be for a fact. Because anyone who knows anything about Mike Tyson, I fucking love Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson.
I
If
do
anyone
too.
knows anything about him, they know that he will absolutely devastate this fucking
July
kid.
20th.
July? Dude, it's so long away.
Yeah.
This will definitely come out before then.
I'm gonna fuck you in the ass till you love me. That's also a Mike Tyson quote.
I mean, he is, especially when he was in his prime, dude. He was like Genghis Khan.
Dude, he likes to say that he likes to say that prison was the best 3 years of his life.
Yeah, he walked.
Could
in
you
there as a
imagine
king.
the amount of trouble he was causing in prison? Either that was the most well-behaved prison ever. It wasn't matter what. Like he just
Yeah.
followed the rules too, or he just was in charge of fucking everything.
I guarantee you, when the guards came in, they're like, "Okay, well now everyone's gonna act right, or we'll just put him in a cell with Mike Tyson."
Hi, Mr. Tyson.
How fucking terrifying must that have been? You're in protective custody because you're like some pedophile, and in walks Mike fucking Tyson, this legend, because you're getting like news through the jail. It's like there's a boxer who is literally the most terrifying person in the world. They're like,
Currently,
yeah, and they're
he's
like,
in
what's his name?
his prime.
Mike Tyson. Oh, that's great. A couple years go by, you're still in your cell, whatever. It's like then you start hearing it's like Mike Tyson is in prison. He's in this. You're like, what the fuck? Then you're face to face with this predator. He's like, I heard you're like the hottest kid.
How do you like to test the kids?
Yeah, you're like that must be the scariest fucking.
You want to test me?
Mike Tyson in his prime in prison.
You want to test me?
Fucking talking about fucking Allah.
I'm gonna test you, motherfucker.
He just fucking
I'm
rips him
gonna test you
apart.
for Allah.
He's probably like part like fucking tiger.
No, he's probably part bull shark, dude. That's probably the closest thing. If we're all humans, if humans are sharks, Mike Tyson is a bull shark.
If something
That's
came
how
out like if
crazy
Mike
he
Tyson
is.
did it like Ancestry DNA or like 23andMe and they're like, yeah, you're 6% like
Bull
fucking
shark.
silverback gorilla. I'd be
No,
like, I
gorillas
totally see
aren't
that.
aggressive enough, to be honest.
No, but he has the strength.
That's racist
Why is that racist?
because he's black.
That has nothing to do with race. Silverbacks are the strongest fucking animals.
Are they?
Yeah.
Then why don't they win every fight?
Against each other?
No, against other animals.
Well, the
Because
thing
they're pussies.
the thing is that
They're vegans, dude. They don't eat meat.
yeah, they do.
No, they do not.
I've seen a silverback gorilla take a chunk out of like a fucking tiger
Not
and just eat it.
No, dude. They're supposed to be just they only eat fibers, is what I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think the reason why they lose fight is because like
Do gorillas eat meat?
I'm pretty sure. I've seen a horse eat a fucking bird.
Do gorillas eat meat?
Oh my god. Read it. Read it. Read
Gorillas are not considered carnivores in the wild, despite the fact they may consume meat when hungry.
So they do eat meat when they're hungry, like human beings. We eat meat when we're hungry.
Yeah, they're omnivores.
Yeah. So yeah, they definitely. But the thing is, it's like you gotta imagine like wild animals. If they're getting in fights with like big cats or whatever, big cats basically have like 25
Claws.
knives. Yeah, they have
And
their
they're
teeth.
way more, and they're stronger and faster and quieter.
Yeah, that's why silverbacks get picked off, and they're big targets, so they get hunted in packs. If
Yeah.
it's a one-on-one match, bro, silverback's tearing you up.
You think so?
Yeah,
Have you
dude.
ever seen Mike Tyson try to play tug of war with a silverback?
Yeah, dude.
Or no, it's with a tiger, dude.
Yeah,
It's with a
did you?
tiger.
He wanted to fight. He went into a zoo and saw a silverback picking on another silverback
Yeah.
gorilla, and he offered the guard of the zoo $10,000 and said,
Let him go in there
"Let
and
me
fight
in
him.
there, and I'll teach that fucking silverback gorilla a lesson." That's what I said. That's what I mean. He's 6% silverback, dude.
He's
Who
such a
What the
legend.
fuck human being looks at a silverback gorilla, and goes, "I'll fuck him up."
I love him.
That's what I'm saying. He has to have a little bit of that where he's like, "No, I could definitely take him." He has to have some kind of DNA where he's like the confidence. It just doesn't exist in normal people.
Dude, multiple interviews, he's just been like at the beginning, he's like, You're actually a fucking piece of shit prick. You're a piece of shit. And that's all his response to every question until they're like, This is over. And he goes, Fuck you, I'll talk however I want to talk. And they cut and he goes, Fuck you, motherfucker.
Back in the day, he was angry. He was just angry. He talks about it now in interviews. He just gets emotional whenever he talks about how angry he was at the world. He just like starts breaking down.
Because now he loves Allah.
Now he loves Allah. Now he loves now he loves
Kids.
life, bro. He loves living.
He loves weed.
He does. He loves mushrooms too.
I wonder if when he was there's no way when he was a fighter he smoked, right?
I don't think so.
There's no chance. He's too
I
too
also
upset.
think if you can't have weed in your system when you're a fighter. I think now maybe the rules have changed.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think
every
so now.
UFC dude is like, everybody who does jujitsu also smokes weed because of fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's
Fucking
so
Joe
gay.
Rogan.
If
Why
you
is that
find
gay?
yourself doing jujitsu and smoking weed, it's the modern version of like the new trend for guys who are like in their 20s and 30s
Oh, that's true.
and 40s.
Don't
It's
you do
so gay.
jujitsu?
No,
You sure?
I don't, dude.
Caleb's actually a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
I don't know. No, I'll swing on you or I'll pull out a fucking gun.
Caleb
That's
will,
about I have two options.
Caleb will wrap his fucking legs around you and I can slowly choke you to death like a little bitch.
No.
It's been in my pocket the whole time.
I weigh 145 pounds. I can't fight people.
What's stopping you?
My weight, I'll get picked up and body slammed and
Yeah, you
crippled
would.
and paralyzed. So I have
Hold
to fucking
life.
have a gun.
Like a big old pussy.
It is what it is,
It
dude.
is what it is.
I used to be big. I used to weigh 250 pounds. I lost 100 pounds in a year. That's why I have to carry around a gun.
Just get a parasite, guys. You know something cool about Alzheimer's research?
What's up?
They discovered that
I didn't have a parasite, by the way. I did not.
in India, there's this like village that was barely contacted. Like they had our clothes, like modern clothes. They didn't really communicate with everyone else.
Yes.
So they lived like a tribal lifestyle, and they'd never like there was barely any record of them having Alzheimer's. So a geneticist went up there to do some tests, and he found like he was like they might not have the gene, but he found they did have the gene, but there's such a like a lot of them should have Alzheimer's by now, but they don't. And he did some blood tests, and he found out that they had a parasite that was slowing and halting the progression of Alzheimer's.
Holy
And he
shit.
gave his dad the parasite who had advanced Alzheimer's, and it slowed down the progression. It didn't progress while he still had the parasite.
Really?
Yeah, so there's groundbreaking medical research right now about parasites and Alzheimer's.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that
That's
cool?
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen? Maybe that the
Fucking
parasite
nerd.
produces some enzyme
Yeah,
that
that's what they said.
that's
pretty sure.
crazy, dude. That's awesome.
They're also making a pill that fights lupus and like gets rid of all the symptoms of lupus, and it halts MS, which is insane.
My
The
aunt has
medical-
MS. That's cool.
Yeah, I take care of people with MS.
Really?
Tell your aunt to check it out.
Oh, what is it?
No, I can't say the name.
Why?
'Cause I work there, motherfucker. It's not like a fucking like.
What's a drug that can help people?
Oh,
Like,
the drug. I thought I was talking about the name of the. I meant
no, I'm not talking you to dox your workplace.
I'm talking
No,
about
I'm
my
saying
nursing. I don't know the
medicine-
name of the drug. It's still like letters, dude.
Oh, so it's like in trial or whatever?
Yeah, it's some
Dude,
drug.
I was watching a podcast of this. I forget what his name was, but this cat goes into like research hospitals and takes
Me.
like experimental drugs for like thousands of dollars.
You want to do that with me
Yeah, let's if honestly,
on the pod?
we'll do it for the podcast. Go stay overnight in a hospital.
We'll sell our fucking what's it called?
Michael's coming out of the
Plasma.
closet.
We're gonna sell our plasma. No, I'm not.
Michael's gonna sell his fucking pussy.
One
on the
time I
corner.
wanted to sell plasma during COVID, and my mom was like, "No, you can't do that. That's against our religion." I was like, "Where does it say I can't sell my fucking plasma?"
Yeah, what the fuck?
I want to make. She said you could donate it, but you can't sell it. And I was like, "Why can't I fucking sell it?"
Can I donate it and get a big tip after?
Yeah, can I just get the tip?
What if I gave some money to the church? Then is it still wrong? Your mom's like, actually, now that you put it like that,
Sorry.
if the church gets a cut, it's fine. Are you fine with that? Fuck the church.
I don't like that aspect of the church. I don't like when they beg for money.
That is pretty gay of them.
It's so gay.
You guys don't have to pay taxes. The fuck you need all this bread
You guys
for?
have the Vatican reserves.
Just hit up Big Papa. Be like, oh, send us some
Oh,
of that
Pope
money.
Francis, send me some of that cheddar.
It is kind of crazy when you look throughout history. I know this may sound a little conspiratorial, but when you look through history, the Catholic Church at one time held so much power,
We still do, motherfucker.
but now all it is, it's you guys now have the smallest country to ever exist,
The most wealthy country.
and yeah, you guys have just held on to insane amounts of wealth.
In power.
You guys, well, power kind of. You guys have basically just become like a very quiet, centralized bank. But Jews get all the heat for like controlling money. Catholic people control a fuck ton of money, dude.
Yeah, dude, don't tell anyone.
And listen to this, another little
Stop trying to
conspiracy.
get me Holocaust.
Listen, well, you guys need.
I don't want to be
humbling.
Holocausted.
Catholics need to be.
No, we do
humbled.
not,
Y'all
dude.
need humbled, bruh.
We just
Y'all
had all
need
those
to go.
rape convictions. And
Y'all
we're all like, oh yeah, I'm Catholic,
No,
but
no,
I don't
no.
touch kids now.
I'm glad you brought this up. Catholics
Dude,
do need to get
stop-
Holocausted.
stop.
They need a
No,
good
dude.
Holocaust. Let's round them up, boys.
We do not need to be Holocaust. That was one of my fears as a kid, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking
Dude,
about?
my mom would say
Catholic
shit
people
like
worry
that.
About getting Holocausted?
Dude, the Christians love saying shit like that.
Dude, that is
Every
fucking
Christian
wild.
religion is like that. They're like, the
What?
world's gonna turn against us at some point. We're the new Jews.
I never once at any point in my life as a kid. You know what I did fear more than like.
The world ending because God was mad at you.
No, not
I
because God
did.
was mad, but I had an idea of like old school World War II bombers just dropping bombs in cities and stuff, and like America being attacked. That's what I feared as a child for whatever reason. Well, my parents never even really discussed it. I was just wigged out as a kid. I'm like, we're gonna be under attack. At
You
some
know
point.
why? Because he never forgot 9/11. Never
True.
forget.
It was very formative for me when I was 2 years old, watching the towers just burn down and collapse. I was like, "Holy fuck, we're under attack, guys!" That's what I remember. I was
6
2
months
years old,
old.
and I told my mom and my dad. I sat them down. I said, "Guys, we're under attack."
He was like, they were reading a book to him, and he walked up behind him and said, "Mom, Dad, I just got off the phone. There's a second plane."
There's a second. Turn the TV back on.
Turn the TV
There's a
back on.
second plane. It's probably these guys.
Stop reading me the Barnstein Bears and turn the fucking news on. You're so irresponsible.
Guys, turn the news on. It's probably these goddamn Muslims. They got a
These
plane.
goddamn Islams.
They got one. They hit the Pentagon.
Then they got 2 more.
Yeah, we crashed one. Hoorah! Yeah,
No,
guys,
dude, they
patriotic.
had 2 planes hit the towers. One
It
hit
was-
the Pentagon and
It
one
was
hit.
4 planes overall.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so 2 hit the towers, 1 hit the Pentagon, and 1 was going to hit
The White House.
that or something else, but that one was crashed.
Yeah,
They
but
landed that fucker in a field.
in Pennsylvania. They didn't land it.
It crashed.
They crashed that fucker in a field. As soon as they realized they weren't gonna like survive anyway, They're like, I'm not letting anyone else fuck with my country.
Fuck yeah.
Let's at least make them shoot the plane down.
Oh, fun fact, dude. The guy who led that charge to go to crash that plane, he was I'm not joking around. He was a gay guy.
Who cares? That's awesome.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that's fucking cool as fuck. It came out like a couple years after the fact or whatever. But the guy who was like, "We're gonna go crash into this fucking thing," I think he was gay and in the army. That's
What
fucking
a
what's up.
legend.
Dude, there's been historical accounts of like extreme acts of bravery in like the gay community during when Germany was kicking off and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a
There's
gay guy
everyone.
who went in. I think he killed like a couple Nazis and burned down a post office. And when they were executing him, they were like, why did you do this? Like, why were you doing this against like the Nazi government?" And he was like, I want people to know that homosexuals aren't cowards." Dude, how fucking
That
badass
is
is
kind of
that?
badass.
That's the most badass.
You realize a lot of people did stuff like that though during when World War I or World War II was kicking off.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like groups that are trying to do shit like that.
I forget the dude's name, but that just stuck out to me because I was talking about that gay guy who fucking defended this country. Dude's a fucking hero.
That whole
And-
plane was full of heroes on both sides. There were good people.
What the
I'm
fuck do you
kidding.
mean?
Giving a Trump quote.
You're like, we lost 8 good men that day. You're like, 8? What do you mean? You're like,
In
we
the
had
road.
2 in every plane. What are you talking about?
And
And
did they have only 2?
I don't know. They must have had like a couple sleepers just in case some shit went down.
Like that guy, that UFC fucking crazy person
That
talks about.
nutcase.
He's like they work in teams of 4. They always have 2 sleepers. But
He's
sometimes
out.
they have 4 sleepers. That's why I always wear steel-toed boots on my planes. And I always look for the Islams. And I look and I find them. And then I track them for the rest of the flight. I don't sleep on no plane because I stay vigilant.
That
That's-
dude lives in a different fucking world.
Yeah, he lives in a different. He insulted a fighter because his dad died. He was like, "Your piece of shit dad's dead."
Oh my god, seriously?
Dude,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
And then he got the shit beat out of him.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Yeah, that fucking rage you
Dude,
have.
you
You're
know
all
what?
sad about your
Alright.
dad's dying. Some fucking hillbilly shits
So
on him.
another person me and Caleb both love is Sean Strickland. And Sean Strickland just started ripping him apart after, like, during the same place after. He's like, what a fucking cunt. If you are in the UFC, if you're one of the fighters, you know this guy's just a fucking piece of shit. And he talked about it for like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I
That's
fucking love Sean
hilarious.
Strickland. Him just beating the shit out of that fucking streamer.
Oh yeah,
For
yeah,
no
yeah.
reason. He's
I
like,
love just to see UFC
like,
fighters out in the wild.
how
just
does it
fucking
feel? How does it
hitting
feel knowing that
famous
you
people.
can't hurt me?
Yeah.
How does it feel? Then he proceeded just to beat the absolute shit out of him. That's the scariest man ever because he does not care. His dad fucked him up so bad that he is just a walking ball of anger.
It's probably like Nate Diaz because
Yeah,
he's
he's
so
fucked
crazy
up
he'll
too.
go to jail. Like he legitimately doesn't care because he's like Mike Tyson. If he goes to jail, he'll just become the king of jail.
Yeah. Kind of like Conor McGregor if he goes to Irish jail.
Yeah.
Not if he goes to American jail.
Conor McGregor's kind of a pussy, dude.
Yeah.
He was cool, but now like I don't know. I just see him in interviews and he's so flamboyant. It's
Yep.
like, dude, I want to see you back.
It's
in the
only
ring.
fun when you're fighting. We don't care about you when you're not.
Yeah, dude. If we don't like the flamboyant shit, once you're like just signing deals to do like a movie or do your own like fucking
Yeah.
whiskey or something, like you're just acting like a total fucking bitch. And I hope I
Total
want to
fucking
see you get
bitch.
knocked out.
I want to see your legs snap again.
We should start our own UFC and just let people use machetes. And, like fight with like screwdrivers, machetes, and like broken table legs and shit.
No.
Why not?
Why do
dude?
you always want to take everything to the fucking end? The death. You're always having people chase death in your head. Why?
I don't know.
Why do you want to watch people die, you psycho?
I don't think it's a psycho thing. I think it's like real life. Obviously, if I'm setting
Well,
up like to the death,
You told me
cage
that only
matches,
half the time you get an erection.
I don't get an erection any of the time.
Other half you finish soft.
Okay, so here's the thing. Every human being in this lifetime has some level of morbid curiosity. You like to listen, you know serial murders like by name, and you can categorize
I
them, okay?
do.
I think that's crazy. Because what that is that's death fetishized. You like people like that, and like mostly like every single woman, any woman in your life that you know loves knowing about people who kill other people, likes to know about the victims, likes to know about how they died, how brutal it was. That's real sadistic
Yeah.
shit. That's when people are like in the grand scheme of things. Like
All right, tell me this.
people's obsession with serial killers is way
Tell
crazier
me
than people who
this.
watch war footage.
There's
What's
this
up?
two groups. There are these 2 men in California.
Okay.
I can tell you the whole story if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
So they were both like these fucking incel losers, and they made this sex dungeon, and they would kidnap girls, and they would record them doing these terrible things to girls.
Nice.
So if you came across, okay, we'll end that. We'll keep going. So the FBI or the police finally caught them, In the first one, he got arrested and he goes to prison and he fakes like he bites a cyanide tab he had in his tooth because he didn't want to talk. He didn't want to go to jail. So he killed himself.
Swag.
The Asian guy, Edward Neog, or something like that,
Uh-huh.
he flees to Canada and immediately commits a crime. So the U.S. has to wait to extradite him back and put him on death row.
Holy shit.
And that dude was a fucking psycho too. But anyway, if you were on Reddit and you came across the video of that, would you watch it?
Of what?
Them torturing these women.
Fuck no. Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
No.
I know the line for you.
No,
I wouldn't watch it either.
People who torture should be tortured to death. No, it's so inhumane. I that's why I do watch war footage, because it's the most brutal thing. But it's also there's so much respect when it comes to being killed in war, versus on the flip side with everyone else who's morbidly curious is focused on like people
Wow,
kill,
look at what this
capture,
dude did to this.
torture and kill someone. That's so wrong. That should never exist in real life. But obviously, I've come to terms, because I'm a man. I've come to terms with like war, and I want to understand like the brutalities and understand like because everyone has an opinion about war, but very few people actually know what war is like. So I try to give myself some kind of like knowledge, dude. When I woke up this morning, I was using the bathroom. I was watching this video of this sniper. He was talking about what war actually is, and he was saying that he saw this person, he didn't know, like, whatever. He was watching this guy walk around with a rifle between two Taliban posts.
I've seen this.
And he shot this person, and when they got there, they found out it was an 11-year-old kid with like a rifle that was more than 100 years old.
Yeah, dude.
And he was like, and he walks around with that shit every single day. And he's like, and he's tearing up. He's like, that's what war is.
Dude,
war is shooting a 12-year-old kid, not knowing he was 12, with basically it was non-functional.
Can I tell you something?
What?
He's not walking around.
So that's what war actually is. So whenever people talk about like, yeah, we need to go invade that country, they don't know what war is. They don't know what our troops are going to go through. They don't know what the other country is going to go through. So it's important to understand and to know what that shit is.
So imagine being a Vietnam veteran and everyone being pissed at you when you come back from being drafted to fight for your country. Imagine that. That's the worst hell I could possibly think of.
And then coming back from
people just spitting on you.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That's fucked up.
Those people deserve to be killed.
Yeah, they're coming back and they're like spitting on them, throwing fake blood on them, calling them baby killers and shit. Not even fake blood. They were getting cow's blood and throwing it on Vietnam soldiers.
They didn't like it. I'm sure they did mostly kill babies, though. They killed a few babies for sure. There's some fucked up shit happening in Vietnam to both sides.
That's not wrong, but it's also because the Vietnamese were a lot
Have you heard of tunnel rats?
No.
Tunnel rats, they get the smallest guy, and he just has to go down with a giant knife, go through the tunnels, because the Vietnamese are smaller, so they didn't need to make big tunnels. And this guy's job was to kill these Vietnamese people going with the tunnels with just this K-bar knife.
For what reason?
To stop them from like stop them from going from one side of like a border to the other side.
Oh.
Like this is a Viet Cong. So they're trying to stop the Viet Cong from infiltrating. So they would send these tunnel rats in, and there'd be these giant spiders and fucking centipedes. So you had to kill the centipedes and the spiders, and you'd have to wait for a guy to come crawling towards you too, without him knowing you're there, so you can kill him quietly.
Jesus fucking Christ!
They made the small people do that. So imagine you're one of them. You come back from war, and you find out that your mom and your sister were just killed by this guy. It's her ex-girlfriend.
Like when you get back to America?
The day you get back, you find out.
Holy shit.
And then you go to the bar because you're fucking upset, and you find him there. And you go up to him and you say, "Hey, how are you?" And he goes, "I'm good. How are you?" And he goes, "Oh, I just got back from Vietnam today."
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, yeah. Well, thank you," or some shit like that. What'd you do? And he smiled and he took out his knife and he goes, "Oh, I was a tunnel rat." And
he tells him, fucking giant knife?
He tells him what he did. And you're a crazy person to be able to survive for that long for doing that. And then he goes,
"Make you crazy."
I also know who you are. And then he skinned the guy alive at the bar.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then he went to prison for years. This was like an interview from somebody. They asked him about the craziest person they met in prison. He's like, he was this completely nice guy, and I asked him what happened. And he told me. And now he's the nicest person ever after he killed that guy.
I mean, I guess that's like
skinned him alive in public.
That was like the universe giving that guy justice
instant karma.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, so you killed this guy, the people, the women
you killed this psychopath's family. He now is gonna find you right after he found out. That's the worst time for someone to find you.
This guy literally went to battle and was just carving people up.
with a knife and killing monstrosities of insects.
And you got to think like he became efficient with it. So
Some
like
of my
skinning this guy
residents,
was like no
dude,
problem.
some of my residents were in Vietnam and they got malaria 4 times because this was before the malaria vaccine. They got it 4 times and they had to stay there the entire time. Like they said, if he got it one more time, he could have died.
Oh, yeah, malaria 4 fucking times.
Yeah, dude, it was brutal over there. And he comes back from that hell and finds out. Then he skins him alive.
That's just fucking just like seeing going like on like YouTube they'll like have shorts of like some of the Vietnamese traps, dude. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Just will drop you into a snake pit with the stick like
Yeah.
sharpened sticks. Like it's some shit straight out of Indiana Jones.
And then we dropped this fucking gasoline mixture with Agent Orange, and that fucked up our own pilots. We would smoke them out of the forest.
Yeah, dude, that's what my grandpa died of.
That's what my great uncle died of. Yeah,
Agent Orange exposure. Yeah. Yeah, it slowly just
Don't huff it.
fucking what did it do? It ate
It
away
eats
at
their brain, dude.
yeah, and their immune system.
Yeah, my uncle lost his foot and then he died.
My grandpa was in the hospital for like 3 years with
Mhm.
Agent Orange exposure and like cancer from it, and
Yeah.
then he caught a cold and died.
Yeah, dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And with that sad note, we are ending the podcast. Love you
Peace out,
guys. Bye
Appreciate you
bye.
listening.
Don't do fentanyl unless you want to.
Hey guys, subscribe.